Okay. All right. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Uncensored. So this is good. This is going to be an uncensored episode. I'm going to have a serious investing market strategy conversation right now. Real talk. Real talk. Question of the night. Should you grade comic books? My answer to you, for the most part, fuck no. Here's why. Unless you are holding a grail, I'm not talking about a bullshit variant, a grail. Amazing Spider-Man 15, FF1, Avenge, blah, blah, a grail piece that the market, it has the demand, it has the buyers ready to buy those books. Yes. If you're holding the average first appearance comic book or a bullshit variant that just dropped or X, Y, and Z, should you grade that comic book? Not speaking about the bullshit variants, because that's a whole conversation to itself. That's a gimmick. Let's talk about historic, real comic books and real comic book history. Let's say you're holding a, just off the top of my head, I want to have a serious conversation about Amazing Spider-Man 300. Okay? Amazing Spider-Man 300. Now, you guys know it comes newsstand and direct edition. Okay? For shits and giggles, I'm just going to talk about direct edition. We'll touch base on newsstand. But this is just an overall picture as to why you should stop grading everything. First and foremost, and then I'm going to get back to why I chose Amazing Spider-Man 300. First and foremost, if you analyze the market, slabs are not selling. I am sure that anybody tuning into this now, or I'm going to predict the future, and or if you're tuning into this 5 years from now, and I'm going to predict the future again, if now I'm dead, and you're tuning into this maybe 10, 20, 30 years from now, and you find me on YouTube or something in the archives, because you guys will probably be holograms by then, you're going to know that graded comic books are not selling. Okay? And what is selling in the market right now? Raw. And why is that? Because some people still have a hope dream that they're going to buy a raw book, spend now more money on it with shipping, grading, shipping to the facility, grading and pressing, and then another shipping bill to get it back to you. So now that's four more bills added to that comic book, right? And then it's gonna sit and sit and sit unsold, because this industry is oversaturated. Now, if you're holding a grail, if you find a grail in the wild, I'm talking money book, I'm talking key issue money book grail, I wouldn't even call an ASM 300 a grail like that anymore, because it's just oversaturated. They sell all the time. You know, same thing like Secret Wars 8, Spider-Man 252, Spawn 1, Newsstand. Spawn 1's not even to that level. But when I use the word grail, ladies and gentlemen, that's what should be encapsulated. Golden Age goodness. The gorgeous pulps. I'm talking rare comic book finds. Rare. Silver Age rarities. First appearance of the major key issue characters. The AF-15s, the Journey into Mysteries, Avengers 1, Fantastic Four 1. I'm talking grails. You find those in the wild, you slab it. Slab it. Just do it. Because then down the line of negotiations to the future, there's no arguments about what's the grade, what's the condition, is it complete, is it not complete, blah 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 blah. It's locked in. It's locked in, and there's your hope dream. But putting the money into the grading with 4 more bills on top of a book you just purchased, shipping, going to the company, grading the book, pressing the book, grading the book, and then shipping back to you, now you're in even more money on this book. And then it's going to sit until somebody buys it. And then if you do get that grade other than a 9.8, well, everybody chases the 9.8s. If they're 9.8 collectors and buyers, they're chasing the 9.8, or they're chasing the rarity higher grades, right? Everybody knows that. I'm saying nothing that we don't know already. Market analysis. I am confident about what over maybe 95% of sales is raw comic books. I am confident in this market. CGC dominates sales. I want to safely say probably about 90% of all graded comic book sales are CGC slabs, if not higher than that. I want to safely say that. Which now opens the door to question PSA. Okay, because CBCS had many years to get it right. And yeah, the cases are, in my opinion, better, but the market does not dictate a equal or higher resale than a CGC graded comic book. That is just facts. Now, I used to be that guy for 10 years. You guys know this. Saying CBCS, the slab is better, this is better, this is better, this is better, this is better. And everybody would always debate me. But Nick, CGC gets the more money, CGC gets the more money, and my response to that is, because you as a seller allow it. See, me, I always got the price I wanted from my CBCS slabs. But we're different sellers. You think that this comic book industry has all the same buyers? That's not the case. That's why also too, I tell the world, and it's not me being cocky, it's me being extremely confident. If you are a seller and you're having problems selling what you have, contact me. I don't care if you like me or not. That stuff goes to the side and we focus on business. Because I always get it done. I'm not going to name drop because, again, business is business, and there's also a point of confidentiality in business. But I know for a fact there are resellers in this world who cannot stand me because I am blunt as fuck, and my attitude, you guys already know, I don't play that shit. But even those people made hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not over $1 million of sales, because I handed it to them. I didn't have to. Again, I chose to do that because business is business. So this is the conversation that we have to have. If anybody asks me, yo, Nick, now we got PSA coming, we got CGC, we got CBCS. I don't really consider any other grading companies even relevant. I know people like them, use them, are friends with them. To me, it's not relevant. And to collectors and big-time serious buyers, it's not relevant. So, CGC right now, CBCS had years, almost a decade, I think, to get to that level or higher. They failed. So, they failed. And I think that when CBCS really dropped the ball by telling me, of all people, that this was the dangerous move. That they didn't have somebody to grade my 1969 original Ring magazine, wrestling magazine. I think that crucified them. I think that was the nail in the cross for them, the nail in the coffin, just on a factual point that if you're going to tell me, of all people, that, well, then that means your company is on this level where CGC honestly grades that and all the magazines and the pulps and this and that and this and that, and they have the staff, like them or not, they're on this level. That means that CBCS is still, after all a decade, on this level, and that's why I think it's a done deal for them. I think it's a done deal. Now, PSA. Now we have PSA coming into the game. And I'm going to be real, man. Everyone is getting the phone call from PSA. Everybody is getting the phone call from PSA. And I'm not going to put other people's business out there, because I know the PSA is calling the who's who in this industry. Like them or not, they're making phone calls to the who's who in this industry that we love, asking questions, probing, trying to get as much as advice as they can for free. Now, of course, I'm going to say this because I'm blunt, right? If you want my opinions, if you want the facts, you better come with a payment, because if not, then I'm not here to consult for free. Now, there's a lot of people that are much far nicer than me, but I'm blunt. Much far nicer than me, and they'll entertain a conversation on the phone for half an hour, fuck, even maybe 15 minutes, an hour, talking, nice, shits and giggles, nice, haha, funny, nice. No. If you want me to be a consultant, well, there better be a payment. Because, again, my time is money, and I've been doing this for 30 years. 30 years. Like, when I tell you a grade of a comic book, you bet your fucking ass that's the grade. If I tell you that this industry is fucking crumbling, you bet your ass it's fucking crumbling. If I tell you that these books are nowhere going to be fucking valuable, I'm telling you, they're not. Pay attention. Pay attention. Because everyone in this industry, like them or not, like me or not, down the line, and this is a story of my life so far, down the line, oh shit, Nick, man, you called it. How'd you know that? Nick, man, I should have listened to you when I did this. Yeah, you should. And that's what I say. Yeah, you should have. Why didn't you listen to me? Yeah, you should have. Why were you there that day? Why did you do this today? I hate it, but I always keep on saying, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. You see that Donald Trump slab? Everybody's like, oh my God, Donald Trump, oh, I don't like him, oh my goodness, I don't like this, I don't like that, blah, 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 fucking idiots. See, in the future, that Time magazine, especially graded, that's gonna skyrocket even more than what you see it selling for now. Now, I ain't getting into politics right now. I'm not. You all know goddamn well I'm with Trump. I ain't definitely not this piece of shit Kamala Harris or their Democrats. But I don't care. And you want to change the channel? Oh my God, Nick is being political. Change the channel. Go the fuck ahead. I don't give a shit. But let's talk about investing. Should you spend your money on grading? If it is not one of the grails or really hard to find pieces of comic books, no. Keep that shit raw. No. Do it like the old dirty bastard and start singing, "Oh baby, I like it raw." Because look at the black and white numbers. The black and white numbers don't lie. The market doesn't lie. Over 95%, I'm confident on that, sells raw. And when you slab your comic, it's like it doesn't fucking move. No one wants to buy it. Unless it's a grail. Unless it's a major hard to find book that is rare, and then you slab it, and then that sale will come. But going into a volatile market and looking at the decline of sales and looking at the fact that everybody is a key chaser now. They're a key chaser. So you got the Key Collector app, you got Hip Comic. Shortbox also does a great job utilizing a price guide built into their Shortbox selling app, where they now do auctions and stuff. eBay, last sold prices. You guys see that this market is now all about first appearances, grails, key issues, and then there's that weird, absolute piss-shitting your money away variant group. These groups of people that they're Team FOMO, that if a sparkly red, blue, yellow foil rises out of the ashes of creation from the printer, they will buy it at a ridiculous amount of money. So, with that said, right? With that said, and oh, the best part. Speaking of the bullshit gimmick variants, I think somebody fast-tracked one of those gimmick whatever app bullshit gimmick foil covers they just dropped in their self-created comic book breaking pack now, which is gonna really get at. I'm telling you that the evil devils are gonna now drive mystery comic book breaking packs down your throats You guys don't know what Pandora box you guys just opened up. And they're gonna keep on now fucking with you. They're gonna keep on with this fuckery. You have no idea what's coming. And I think people now are fast tracking. Now hear me out. Fast tracking these garbage variants. Sure, they got a 9.8, God bless you. They sold it for $1,000 or more on the eBay. God bless you. That's great, fantastic. Hey, good for you. That shit will nowhere, ever, in my lifetime or your children's lifetime or their children's lifetime, ever be worth $1,000 or $2,000 again. Ever. Never. You want to know why? It's going to drop down and drop down and drop down and drop down and drop down. Because it is a self-created garbage gimmick. It's not history. It's not history. So, when it comes to you guys spending your money, again, do whatever the fuck you want to do. I am not here to tell you what to do with your money, what to buy with your money, what to collect, what to do. You do whatever the fuck you guys want to do. It doesn't matter to me. I'm here having an investment conversation. I'm here trying to tell you guys what is the best maximum way to achieve high ROI, return on investment values. If you are here doing this as a business, or if you are here as a collector, also doing this as a business. Which then takes me back to the conversation of the Amazing Spider-Man 300, which I'm using as an example. You sell that raw. You could sell it at the same exact price it sells for graded. That's a fact. Fact check me. Look at the eBay sales. Compare the raw sale to the graded sale. In the same grades, you're going to see my statement holds true throughout the years. There is no need to grade books like that. If you like having a collection and you're a collector and not in the business and you want to do whatever you want to do with your money, go ahead. Doesn't matter to me. If you're in this business, buying and selling comic books, if you have a store, if you keep the shit raw. For goddamn sake, you better play the old dirty bastard in your stores singing, "Oh baby, I like it raw." Here's why. Think about all of the operational costs it costs you to ship, press, and grade all of these comic books you're submitting. Okay? Boom. Now, compare that to your sales of those books, if they even sold. Right? Minus this from the sales, you're left with this. And what you are left with is either a profit or a loss. I guarantee you, no one, by doing the grade everything method, is making a profit. Because look at all of the slabs you have left unsold. Multiply that by the $30, $40, or $50 you put into each one of those slabs plus the cost that it costs you for that comic book, your operational expenses are through the roof. Through the roof. Especially in this market, slabs are not turning quick enough. And when they do sell, they're not getting their maximum potential values anymore. They're being dumped on apps, in auctions, they're being dumped on live sales. People are just liquidating. They're trying to get quick money in, and by doing thus, is devaluing the entire industry. Just like that, a plummet. And that is what live sales have done. The market is here, and all the fast money coming in is just devaluing the entire industry. And that's what it does. Because by you dumping your stuff, by you liquidating your stuff, by you just letting things fly, number one, there is no more sales tracking of these goods. Auction 1, auction 2, auction 3, auction 4, live sale 1, live sale 2, do this, blah, blah, blah. Everything's being dumped, liquidated. You guys are the new Kmart. You guys are the Kmart comic book sellers. That's what you guys are. Walmart. That's what you guys are. Speaking of which, Walmart is now also selling comic books, cards, toys, and collectibles. And Walmart is actually going to become like eBay. I kid you not. There were Walmart executives walking around Fanatics Fest, walking around Comic Cons, giving out their cards saying, hey, we would love for you to come and sell now on our Walmart.com. Here's the information to apply to be a seller, because they want, I'm sure you guys also seen all the social media advertisements that they're running. Sell on Walmart. Sell on Walmart.com. Do you understand that is not a good thing? Do you understand? You guys might think, oh shit, that's a great thing. That is not a good thing. Because the market's just going to continue to dump. So now, let's say there's 5,000 of us sellers. Let's just hear me out. Let's say 4 years ago, there were 2,000 of us sellers. Then the apps were created, right? And need be. People needed them to survive during the pandemic to make money. And it did its part before it became corrupt and manipulative. And then, from 2,000 of us became 7,000 sellers. And then, prices, valuations plummeted. And now, Walmart wants to join the game. Now that's worldwide shit. That's just on a whole other now level. There's eBay, and now Walmart's getting into it. Do you understand? Valuations are going to keep on plummeting. So this is why, going back to tonight's uncensored conversation, should you grade comic books? My answer to that is no. My real answer to that is no, with the exception if you are holding a very rare comic book or a real grail. That's it. That's it. Because other than that, you're going to see, and you do see currently right now, an oversaturation of inventory in this market. Unsellable, that's a lie. Everything is sellable. Not selling at its true potential valuation. It is selling for way under. And it is selling for way under because there's less demand of it, because people want raw. And the people that are buying raw, see now, watch the circle. The people that are buying raw, they want to try to grade it. You see where it really doesn't make sense? So these people with hope dreams are chasing raw, and these people with hope dreams are also too resellers. But hear me out. These people are chasing raw to then pump more money into it, thinking they're going to make a profit, and in fact, it's going to be a wash. So my best advice: learn how to really grade a comic book, right? Learn, educate yourself. Really educate yourself. Sell raw. Hold true to your price. I'm not saying be wild and crazy with your prices, but get the price that the comic book collectible deserves. And with that keyword deserves, it's up to you as resellers to be industry leaders, to show the wolf pack you need to respect the collectible. Because the more disrespect these collectibles get by dumping them at low prices, you are dumping the future of the valuation of the collectibles in the future. Think about what I just said. The power is in the palm of all your hands. Good night, guys.